Magic mail, I've got magic mail, and it's vintage, which is awesome, so hurry right back. Just an 80s boy and a 90s teen, going on all things Disney, from mouse to parks and in between. Come share the magic with me. La 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 la. Live your life to a Disney tune. Come and share Jake's Disney Afternoon. Hey Disney Afternoon gang, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jake. If you're returning here, thanks for another visit. And if you're new, make sure to click that subscribe notification. If you're into Disney content, Disney history, pins, parks, magic mail, you name it, we're doing it. So, vintage. You know I love the vintage. And I've got some really exciting things here. I've got an eBay purchase. I did some pin buying on Instagram and a trade, and I'm excited to just kind of get into this little assortment of things with you today. So, I'm going to start with this. This was something I got on eBay. I tend to watch eBay pretty closely and try to get some good deals, and this I got a pretty good deal on. So, this is going right back to the channel name. I dropped it everywhere. I love the Disney Afternoon, obviously. So I got some vintage maps and cards from the Disney Afternoon Live at Disneyland. So I just thought we'd take a little trip down nostalgia lane. I didn't get to go during this time. I lived vicariously through things like Disney Adventures magazine and commercials and things like that. So the first thing here is a poster that folds out. And I think I might actually have one or two of these somewhere, but I want to get framed. So the whole original gang is there. We've got Gummy Bears, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, DuckTales, and Tailspin all mixed in together. The best afternoon on television, am I right? And on the backside, so you'd get this at the park, and on the backside there was a map, and then all of these characters where you could go around and collect stamps. And this one actually is completed. So you'd go around and meet the characters, you get the stamp, and it would kind of be like a thing. There were X's, you can see on the map there, but you can see the stamps, and I'm assuming these are original. It'd be an awful lot of trouble for somebody to go through and stamp it if they were just gonna pretend. But you know, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. How fun would this have been? So this was near, there was a Gummy Glen ride, it's like a boat ride, and then there was a couple of shows, and they had like a whole entrance. There's a Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers like car race. How cool would it have been to go in this buggy right here with the hair dryer as the propeller? I used to make these cars or these things I would try to assemble. I remembered having an old skate that I stripped down and started to build up as like a little... Anyway. So then a couple other things that came in here. Couple of pamphlets. We'll open them up here. So it kind of gives you the information on times and things. There's a little map in there. It's a lot of text. You know, nothing crazy. But again, I love to have this kind of ephemera in my collection. And then there's a few more colorful... So there's all of the gang that you could meet there as characters in the park. So this has a lot of really fun pictures of just the whole park in general, but they were featuring the Disney Afternoon gang. There's kind of the middle pamphlet there. There's the Chip 'n Dale cars down in the bottom. So cool. I just love this stuff, this era. It gets me in all the feels. And then the last one, here's a souvenir guide that came. in this little pack. Let's see what's in here. There's all kinds of, there's a little map, and very similar to the other one, just kind of outlining, the Rocketeer. Remember the Rocketeer? I love that movie. Coming out June 21st. So I think that was like 92. So this was probably in 91, 92. It must have been 92. I'll double check the date and put it somewhere.
Hi, excuse me. 2 seconds here.
All right, I'm jumping in here real quick because I forgot something that came with the vintage maps. This button, look at this giant button. We know I love, love, love the vintage buttons. This is giant. Look how huge this is. It's like the size of my palm. It says Come and Play Disney Afternoon Live Disneyland March 15th through November 10th, 1991. So it did run for a limited time in the parks. And so I was wrong about the Rocketeer. It is not 92, it is 91. So now you know. Anyway, just wanted to show off this button really quickly.
All right, we're going to move ahead. Sorry to slow you down.
Do you collect vintage pamphlets and sort of Disney history kinds of things? I really love this stuff, and was really happy with this purchase. So the next thing I have is questionable whether it's the item I think it is. The seller on eBay was selling this mug, and she had found it at a, oh good, it's packed with peanuts. She had found it at a estate sale, and had, I don't know, she got it in a lot. All right, hold on, I gotta dump these out. Cat, stay there. These things will make him crazy. Yeah, there we go. Mama Mow? Mama Mow? Mama Mow? So she had found this at an estate sale, and in her description on eBay had put like question mark, was it Care Bears, was it I forget what else, and then she thought maybe it was Wuzzles, and I kind of tend to agree, but the markings are sort of, it's hard. Let's open it up and I'm going to show you what I mean. And then we're going to do a little quick comparison. You're going to let me know down in the comments whether this is something, sometimes on these things you just got to take a gamble. Maybe you come across the treasure, maybe you come across the dud. So she had thought that this, pull all of the packaging out, that this was a Bumble Lion mug. So as you can see, it's, the colors would have helped. If he was orange skin and sort of that magenta hair color, that would have made a difference. There are no markings on the inside. There's no markings on the bottom. In some ways it seems homemade, and in other ways it's pretty, it's clearly molded, because it's, it's not just a round, flat interior with some shapes and clay on the front that was hardened. It's actually carved out, from a mold. Just trying to see what's on there. It's a little bit, there's some glue, blotchy blotch there, which suggests possibly homemade. So I brought a couple things to compare, if you're not familiar. So this is, from my collection, this is a vintage toothbrush. And there is Bumble Lion. Here's a little better picture on the back where the glare isn't so bad. Right, so look, let me do it this way. Can I do it this way? So very similar nose and mouth, very similar on the sort of triangular sort of points of hair. Big puffy cheeks, got the ears going on. It's a little, I'm just noticing, it's a little off kilter. I'm just wondering if somebody fan made this, if this was a prototype that never made it to market from some company, if anybody knows. It's this kind of thing that I love when I do eBay hunts. We may never know what this is, but I love finding out the journey of these kinds of things, because in this time period, they made Wuzzle stuff galore. And if you didn't watch my Wuzzles video, I'm going to link it up above. But the licensing for Wuzzles went berserk. And so it could have been any number of things. Here's another. This is a vintage radio from 1985. Again, here's the back. A little clearer image maybe, right? So if we start to compare these things, eyes seem about the right distance apart. I don't know. What do y'all think? Is this a Bumble Lion mug? Is this a prototype? Is this a fan-made item? Did I get duped? I don't know. You let me know down in the comments what you think it is. I'm going to add it to my Wuzzles collection, and we're going to call it official. Interesting that, the tongue is the only color there, which, again, makes me think of maybe some sort of prototype that got half molded and then nobody ever followed through on. There were only a few mugs ever made, and they were from the UK. I think they might have also been released in Canada, but I don't remember any mugs actually being released in the States. So, and this came from California. Yeah, so I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. Let me just double check. It came from Tennessee. Just kidding. I must have, yeah. Anyway, let me know. Okay, so the last two things, I've got some pins. It is Monday after all, so let's do some pin inventory check-ins. The first thing I got was from DisneyPinPalGal. I've traded with her before, and I'm going to leave her link down below. She's always posting sales on Instagram that are really good deals, or at least very fair prices if you're looking to complete a collection or to add something to your collection. So let me open this really quickly. And let me pull, I sort of vaguely remember. So here's her card. Again, I'll link everything down in the description. DisneyPinPalGal down there on Instagram. Go check it out. And we've got some little sort of hearts, cute little hearts that were included. And then love the Airheads. That takes us back. And then I've got, I think there's 2 pins in here. I can't remember exactly. I think I do remember what one of them is. But, if you're going to pay, I think a lot of these places, including her, it's like a $5 general shipping. So if you're going to pay that, you might as well get a couple of things. So this came from the Doghouse collection that I opened. I'll leave that video linked up above if you didn't see it. Tita was one of the ones I didn't get. Does this come 1, 2, 3, 4? I think I'm missing 1. I don't know which one it is. Yeah, I think I'm missing 1 and I don't know what it is. But again, happy to be one step closer to finishing this this collection. I thought it was super cute. And I love the Disney dogs. Although I do love Disney cats more, as evidenced by... Boy, I'm looking at a lot of videos. Don't watch any of them until you're done with this one. But, go check out a bunch of them. I did a dogs versus cats Disney pin tag. That was a lot of fun. And then the last one. So this comes right out of the era. I love this. Is from the Black Cauldron. That sort of dark and like, is this a Disney film? But I absolutely love it. The books are excellent if you haven't checked those out before. I don't know what series this is from. Somebody can tell me. There's the back. Yeah, the first Black Cauldron pin I have. You can see the Horned King. You can see the Horned King just subtly up there at the top. I'll put a better picture in, but yeah. So thanks again for offering up pins at really good prices and for getting them out to me on time. And then I did a trade with Clipper and Kitten over at Clipper and Kitten. Their channel is new. And go give them some Disney love. It's free to subscribe. It shows people you care and just helps people make some more Disney content for y'all. So I'm going to leave a link down below. You go subscribe to them and let's check out what I traded for. So they had messaged me on Instagram and asked if I had any of the Pocahontas pins left. And if you don't remember the debacle of Pocahontas pins, linked up above. Again, finish watching this first. And I was like, yes, I have some of those. And they sent me their traders, and I scooped up one that I thought was going to be a lot of fun. You know, sometimes trading is fun with extras because you get something that maybe you might not have picked up or had access to. And they say, Jake, thanks for trading pins with us. This is our first pin trade. Congratulations. It's only my second, so you're in good company. I love Pocahontas, so I'm super excited to get this pin. We love your channel. We're 80s and 90s kids, too. Shout out to all my 80s and 90s kids. I'm here for you. Also, I love when your cat makes guest appearances on the show. Insert cat pic here. Thanks, Clipper and Kitten. Here's an extra for your desk. P.S. We love the theme song. Oh, good. I'm glad you like that. I have fun putting that in there. And I don't know, did you like today's like random extra theme song? Sometimes we're just having fun. We sit down at the piano, we make a little tune, and we call it a day. Oh, this is cute. So this is is this the guy from Frozen 2? I don't know. I did see Frozen 2. I just don't know it that well. I assume this is a like McDonald's toy. Does it say McDonald's toy? Yeah. I love McDonald's toys. I actually collect them, and that's why they said this is for your desk. I'll insert a quick picture of my desk here. I have a whole collection of McDonald's toys from mostly the 80s and 90s, but all eras, just littered on my desk. And so thank you. This will go right proudly on my desk at school. I will take it with me tomorrow morning. Today's Sunday. You'll see this on Monday. It'll be on my desk by the time you're watching this. That was extra special. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. And then the pin I traded for. So this, you know, I won't say it's exactly controversial. So this is a Splash Mountain pin with Mickey, Goofy, and Donald. It's an older pin. She messaged me and she said, all I have is older pins that I can trade, and I'm here for the older pins. I love them. They take me back. I love the history. I love some of the things that they represent. So we got the sand back on there. I am thrilled, actually, that Splash Mountain is getting rethemed to Princess and the Frog. I think it's overdue, and it's going to actually really be a nice integration of ride and movie, and I love that movie. But when I saw this, I was like, you know what? Because I do love history, I wanted something to just kind of remember that by and add to my collection. I don't have anything Splash Mountain related, so I snagged this up and thought this will be just a little memory of the Disney that once was, and a reminder of change and change for the better. And I'm looking forward to riding Princess and the Frog. I'm not sure what they're going to call it. Is it still called Splash Mountain? I don't really know. But really looking forward to seeing that rethemed and kind of brought into the 21st century. It's time.
Don't you worry, Daddy. We'll be there soon.
That's a catchy title right there.
I hope you enjoyed this haul. Kind of a little mix of everything, but definitely a lot of vintage items here, which, you know, me, I'm a big fan of. And so if you liked it, please give a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below if you thought that mug, first of all, was legit or what it is, and what your favorite item from today was. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed so you don't miss out on future content. And until the next adventure, gang, I'll see you soon. Hope to see you back real soon, sharing in Jake's Disney afternoon.